Hello up bags, it's Jade. Here's the Dying Light patch notes you need to know about upcoming updates, fixes for Xbox, PlayStation and PC. But what's happening with the weird crossbow and bow glitches? So many of you guys have been commenting saying you've not been able to get access to them and a whole bunch of other stuff. And cover that Dying Light is now in the most top 25 played games of all time on Steam and hit over 500,000 concurrent players across consoles and PC. So on PC, various game crashing bugs, situations that could cause infinite black screens, and AI dead body replication in co-op. Yes, you dupers, you've been warned. DLSS improvements, issue with players that couldn't sell valuables to a vendor. So that's about to go live or has gone live on PC. And what they're working on is issues with key binding, adding gaming mice support for custom buttons, blocks resulting in players ending in a death loop, various story blocks, possibility to enable English voiceover if local language is not English. They're adding backup saves and they're exposing additional video settings. Visual bugs sometimes visible in hospital in markers of play quest. I'm pretty amazed that the crossbow situation isn't among these. Maybe it is only just on console. I'm guessing that's explaining why my two videos about how to get bows and crossbows are probably doing the best out of all the Dying Light content. You lot are looking it up frantically. I've seen at least 20 comments across different videos saying that you have put your 4 points into Peacekeeper faction but still haven't received the crossbow. Or you have received the crossbow, or you've received a bow after completing one of the story missions, Let's Waltz. Although some of you guys are saying it's in the stores, once you get to level 3 you don't need to do that mission. But you still haven't been able to find it. Some of you guys were saying that it just gets sent to your stash if your weapons are full, but a lot of comments are saying that that's not the case. They simply just can't get it, they can't find it, and there's no traders that are selling it. I would say that's a pretty big bug not to have included maybe on your first initial patch. You gain access to bows literally maybe 6 hours in, 8 hours in, and a crossbow a little bit later, depending on your time and stuff, but it's still probably going to take around 10 to 12 hours. Here is the PlayStation bug fixes though. Issue with connection stability. Various situations where players could be disconnected in co-op. Various game crashing bugs. Issue with players that couldn't sell valuables to vendor, so just like PC. Music streaming mode causing one song not being muted. RIP to any PlayStation streamers. Issue with AI being immortal in some rare situations while playing co-op. Various issues with stealth gameplay in co-op. Issues with AI could be blocked in geometry. Various AI visual adjustments. Balance improvements. Rare issue when peers in co-op mode are unable to see the dialogue choices. You're meant to be able to vote with your pals on situations in the story. So again, that's a pretty crucial thing for something that's such a big multiplayer game. Various performance optimizations. Fast travel limitation after the game is complete. Various situations that could cause infinite black screens. AI dead body replication in co-op. Again, it's another duping method. And occasional screen flickering on the PlayStation 5. Apparently they know about various story blocks, additional video settings including motion blur. It's a crime that any game launches nowadays without the ability to turn off motion blur. Adding up backup saves, possibility to enable English VO, and blocks resulting in player ending in death loop. So that looks like it's going to be going out in the middle of this week. And these might actually take a bit longer. That's according to the Twitter account which has put this all information up. Now in actual fact they say they'll be submitting a new hotfix by the middle of next week at the latest. So yeah, I am presuming that actually means the middle of this week. Now I'm doing this video on a Monday. This got posted late last night. Fingers crossed that hotfix will then go live for everyone on maybe Thursday or Friday this week. Now it's the same sort of thing on Xbox, but there's a couple other different bugs. Enabling of 60 FPS VRR mode on Xbox Series X. And that's about it. It's the same amount of fixes for the Xbox as it was for the PlayStation. And again, they know about stuff. That's all going to be incoming. So hold on tight. If you haven't got that bow or crossbow, you do get one as part of the story. Absolutely should be guaranteed. I won't say much other than it's in someone's apartment. But that is like towards, I would say, about 75% of the game. So don't despair. If you can't get the crossbows or the bows, there is a good chance you'll be able to do it that way. And make sure you go to pretty much every trader and vendor and see if you can go ahead and buy some. Remember, it's random in the loot pool after that first mission. Let's Waltz, after that the bows get added to the general loot pool. That's what's supposed to happen. But you only get one kind of crossbow. Dying Light 2 is obviously absolutely killing it on Steam. 274,000 players. And yeah, that puts it up into the top 25. It may even overtake Skyrim. So that's great numbers and apparently about the same on Xbox and PlayStation. Easily putting it as maybe 4 million copies sold already. Or certainly by the end of this week it will be on that number. I'm sure there's other bugs as well going around, of course. I don't think it's on the level of Cyberpunk. No way is it on that level of bad performance as far as I can tell. I haven't seen that many comments like that. I have seen comments criticising stuff, especially on consoles, of course. But yeah, not to that level of Cyberpunk. So obviously I think a lot of you guys are enjoying it. I am as well. I'm just about to wrap up the story. It took me a bit of a while because I was mooching around doing side quests and stuff. So yeah, check out the rest of my guides. As soon as you get any news about them updates and patches, I'll let you know exactly when they're going to drop. Until next time, ratbags, laters.